Good evening. This is the second part of the video on operations. As I was saying before I was interrupted, if I'm the home builder and I did not understand the processes involved in building a home, and I have not broken it down into durations and cost per process per workflow, that puts me at a significant disadvantage to my competition. So understanding, quantifying, and qualifying the processes involved in your operations enables you to accomplish several things. Number one, you can better manage costs. You manage costs by baselining each process, each sub-process, each workflow. Process A should take 10 man-hours and consume $200 of materials. If each man-hour costs me $20, that means process one should cost me $500, well, $300. 10 man-hours at $20 an hour, that's $200, plus $100 in materials, that's $300. Now, as I monitor this process, I realize that it's taking 15 hours and it's consuming $200 of materials. I could then start to investigate to understand, why do I have a variance from the established baseline? So it enables you to better control the costs of your operations. Number two, it enhances quality. Let's take this hoodie. It has a zipper, it has a little rope, it has a hoodie back here, sleeves, material. Now, let's assume that you're selling these hoodies and you send them out to retailers. You're the manufacturer and the distributor. But the retailers keep returning them because the zipper is not working. If you have your operations broken down to processes, you simply go identify that process that manufactures the zipper and attaches it to the rest of the garment. You then narrow down onto that process to identify where the discrepancy is taking place. You remedy that, and you're back in business. No problem. Reduces costs, enhances quality. Understanding your processes can also help you optimize your business. Once you break down all the factors involved in the production of your product, you then want to know the interrelationship between these processes. Which processes serve as predecessors to other processes? Which processes feed other processes? Which processes constrain other processes? This comes in handy if you need to speed up your operation cycle. When you speed up your operation cycle, you cannot eliminate one process without impacting another process if they have dependencies. However, those processes that are not tied to other processes, you can actually take them out of the chain and have them run concurrently with the higher chain. An example, once again, you manufacture hoodies, but you ship them out to customers. When you ship them out to customers, you have these custom boxes, good for branding. The design construction of the boxes is not dependent on the construction of the hoodie. Now, attaching the zipper to the hoodie is dependent on the garment being manufactured. So I can't move this zipper process up ahead, this zipper attachment process up ahead, because I need the garment complete before I could do that. However, I could create the zipper independent of the garment being created. At the same time, I could create the boxes independent of the garment being created. What does this do? If in the past you were waiting to create the boxes until the garment was complete and that was slowing you down, you can now create the boxes independently of the garment being complete and achieve enhancements, optimization to your business functionality, to your operations. So, breaking your business down, your operations down into processes enables you to reduce costs, enhance quality, optimize your operations. It can also empower you to beat your competition. Let's think about it. You and I, we both manufacture lighters. Same product. More likely than not, the same activities take place. However, because I understand the processes involved, I can perform those activities at a cheaper cost than you can, produce a higher quality product, and do it in a quicker period of time than you. At the same time, since I understand the processes involved in my production, I could streamline my production by eliminating unnecessary processes, by collapsing certain workflows where I might have redundancies, and by shortening the workflows within certain processes. You do not understand your business from that perspective, so you can't do that. What does that do? My marketing is on point. Now my operations is on point. I've got you beat in two areas. So that is why it is critical to understand your operations, break it down into processes, sub-processes, workflows. There's another area that this will benefit you as a business owner. Most small businesses do not expect to grow. They expect to reach a certain level and stay there. If I'm a law firm, I expect to reach a level where I have 10 lawyers working for me. And I'm now the general partner, and they handle all the cases. I bring in the business. From a medical practice, I expect to reach a point where I have 5 physicians working for or with me. If I'm a retail outlet, I expect to reach a point where I have a store and I'm generating $50,000 a year in revenue with one store. $50,000 a month with one store. Very few businesses think like a Sam Walton did. I'm going to start my little Walmart in Arkansas, and it's going to be this big ass shit. Like a Bill Gates did. I'm going to start my little MS-DOS, and I'm going to rule the world. Like a Jeff Bezos did. I'm going to start my little sell books online thing, and I'm going to be the richest motherfucker on the planet. Here's a problem with that. You start your business today. Your business is very successful, expanding. You're growing by leaps and bounds. You don't have time then to think about, how do I scale my business? You don't. But if you plan now when you're still small, dream big, think big. Plan now when you're still small. Break your operations down into processes. Delegate those processes. Establish performance metrics for those processes. Today, you might have one individual responsible for an entire process, or even two processes. As you get bigger, you don't have to go back and think through what is happening. You know what's happening. It's just happening at a bigger level. So now you can easily delegate. This one individual who managed two processes, you manage one. An example, you might start off today and have one accountant. And you tell that accountant, you're going to handle accounts payable, accounts receivables. You're going to reconcile the financial statements, the bank statements. You're going to handle the general journal, ledger. You're going to generate the financial statements. You're going to generate the budgets and manage the budgets. One person, but it's a small company with 10 employees, $500,000 in revenues. 3 years down the road, you now have 500 employees and $500 million in revenues. Your one accountant cannot handle all of that. You've broken it down into processes. Accounts payable process, accounts receivables process, financial statements generations process, budgeting process. What you do? Accounts payable, accounts receivable, get 2 people. Each one of them takes one. Posting financial statements, get someone else. They handle that. And the one accountant that you started with, now you elevate him. Now he generates the financial statements and manages the budgets. You take it to the legal world. You're one lawyer. You started your law firm, just got out of law school, passed the bar, proud of yourself. Hang your shingle. Customer comes in, client. You interview them. You research the case. You research the case studies. You handle all the transactions with the courts. You prepare the evidence. You prepare the case. You argue the case. One client, you could do that. 2 clients, 5 clients, 10. You now have 100 clients in 3 states. You don't have the time for that. Now you structure your organization based on the processes you defined 3 years ago. So it's critical. In order to effectively scale your business and maintain a certain level of efficiency and profitability, understanding what takes place, decomposing it into processes and workflows will save you a lot of headaches down the road. That covers operations. But as I mentioned, the next video will deal with finance. I'm developing something right now. I'm developing a model for an organic business. When I say organic, I don't mean this business to be alive, walk around. I want to develop a business model that is structured in the human body. If you look at the human body, you have different systems. You have the cardiopulmonary system that takes in air. The air goes to the lungs. The heart has arteries and veins that go to the lungs. They bring deoxygenated blood into the lungs. That blood picks up oxygen to the hemisphere, and then it transports it throughout the body, feeding the cells in your body with oxygen they need to perform their activities. You have the digestive system. Digest food. Break it down into the mouth, swallow it, it goes to your stomach. Various bacteria, enzymes, acting on food to decompose it into its elemental compounds, nitrogen, calcium, magnesium, carbon, amino acids, carbohydrates, lipids. In the small intestine, there are many blood vessels. It's richly lined with capillaries. Once the food is decomposed, the capillaries absorb the nutrients, feed it into the blood system, which then deposits them to various cells. We have the musculoskeletal system, your bones, your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, which acts from an animalistic point of view to move you towards food and away from danger. It protects you and it feeds you. You have your nervous system, the brain, the senses, nose, smell, eyes, see, ears, hear. That's all nerves. Your spine, the nerves that run through the limbs, so you can move your hands, so you can walk, talk. I want to fashion a business and subsequently an economy based on those four systems of the human body. I will speak to that in more depth after the finance video, because after the finance video I'll talk about developing a business model, and from those business models, business plans, marketing plans, and community. If you ever go to the bank to borrow money, it's a small business. If you do not have a business plan and a financial plan, they will shut the bank from you. So at the end of this series of videos, you will have tools you need to go out there and do research and embark on it. Once again, thank you. God bless.